All right, quick little video on how I clean my turtle. And so what I do here is I'll just take a pinky size, just put a little bit of toothpaste. About that much toothpaste, and put it onto an old toothbrush. Not one that you're going to be using, definitely. And what you want to do is make sure that he's inside of his little shell here, and just, it's a hard shell. And so what I do is I go in circular motions. He's going to want to push. So what I got to do is I got to get a firm grip to the top of his shell, and he's going to be kicking and pushing, trying to get out. So you want to make sure that you do not drop him. If you feel like you're going to drop him, just put him on a towel or something, and hold him that way. But just give him a light little scrub down here. Make sure that your fingers aren't in front of his mouth, because he will try to snap at you. And then of course going over the top of the head of the shell, which you want to make sure that you don't get any of this toothpaste in his nostrils or in his mouth, because it does have some harmful effects. But just for removing the debris on the outside of his shell, and this is how you keep your turtle clean and also reduce bacteria buildup inside of the tank itself. Using toothpaste, you can use any type of toothpaste you wish. I prefer Colgate or Crest. Both are fairly cheap. Most people can afford them. And we can just go around in circles here. And we want to cover all of the shell. And then finally, once we get done everything, we want to hold it on the sides here, where he can't really push hard, and we want to get right down the center of the spine of the shell. And this one right here is where they're like overlapping sheets of armor. And this one is really important because a lot of the bacteria hides up underneath the shell plates, and it can actually cause your turtle a lot of harm. Next is I'll just do a little light scrubbing. I'm not going to turn him on his back, turn him on his side, just like that. And I will lightly scrub it. And I won't make this a very long process. It's going to be a fairly short process. Just a little light scrubbing towards the front here. And then of course he's going to try to snap. He's going to try to come on out and bite you and let you know, hey, he don't like that. He don't like that at all. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do, and that's how I keep them clean. And then once everything's done, try to get not cold water and not hot water. You want to make sure that it's medium and like a lukewarm. And then what you do is just like this. You can run them underwater, and the water should be running off the top of his shell just like that. Okay? And then you want to gently massage the top of the shell, and then on the side. Never turn the turtle on its back. It can have a lot of problems turning a turtle on its back. Always turn it on its side or on the top like that, or on the side, but never on its back. Okay? So that's how I clean my turtle. I know it's kind of a weird thing to go through, but sometimes I do some weird stuff. So yeah, this is one of them. Cleaning turtles. So if you have a turtle or are looking at getting a turtle, you can only do this with aquatic turtles that I know of. You can also possibly do it with a tortoise, but the ability that they have for keeping their head out of water without getting respiratory infections, water down their lungs, could be very hazardous for them. Same thing with the red-eared turtles here. Red-eared sliders is what they call them. But these right here are aquatic turtles. They go in and out of water and on land. but mainly they need water. And tortoises, the desert tortoises, they're not too much into water. They're more of just a dry land, dry everything. So you got to kind of look at them like if they get water in their nostrils or in their mouth, they can get respiratory infections by having water in their lungs. Same thing with humans. You know, you get water in your lungs, you're gonna be sick, and then probably other complications such as pneumonia and stuff like that. So being very careful with what type of turtles you're giving baths like this to. I'm pretty sure that if your tortoise is fairly a good size, you can still do the toothbrush method and scrub its back with and it's got a lot of buildup of dirt and stuff like that on its back. You can still use the toothbrush method and use like a garden hose or use a cup of water just to, and make sure that its head is inside of its shell, or if it's outside of its shell, just make sure that its neck is completely up and away, and that you're being careful of not getting water in its nostrils. And then also making sure that you don't put the toothpaste on its eyes or near its eyes and stuff like that. Just mainly focusing it on the shell, rinsing it off right away, not letting it sit. The toothbrush is the one that does all the scrubbing and getting away. So I hope this video was very informative to you, and hopefully you guys learned something from it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscription button down below. Should be somewhere all the way over there, down below. Little line that says subscribe, just press on it. There's also, I think somewhere around here in the bottom somewhere, maybe there's the subscribe button or something. Just make sure you subscribe. And I have a lot more videos. I'm actually a competitor. I compete in Highland games. I flip trees. I throw rocks and boulders. All that great cool stuff. I don't look like it right now, but I do. Just finished yesterday actually. So turtles, box turtles, aquatic turtles, tortoises, stuff like that can all be utilized for their baths. So thanks for watching.